Hey everybody, it's Coach Hill. It's a great day to be a hero. Wanted to give you guys an opportunity to do a film review with me so the boys can maybe see what's actually going on the court and maybe make adjustments. It's one thing for me to talk about it, it's another thing for them to see it. So let's get this thing started. I'll stop the action often to make points and give feedback. So let's get it rolling. I'm not sure exactly what point in this game what point in the game it is. It's the beginning of this particular video clip. Not sure where this starts. Right here we have AJ forcing him one way. We have Blaine trapping. That's what we want in Montreal Red. We want that trap right there. Blaine needs to be a little bit tighter with that trap. He's a little bit too far on the basket side, allowing the legacy player a direct line pass, which I believe he successfully makes right there. Second thing is, Kenny's in a good position here, rotates over, but Blaine does not rotate fast enough back to that trap. Blaine, number 7, I need you rotating immediately on the flight of the ball to that spot to pick up that second trap in the corner. You see he's a little bit late. This is going to set up that direct line pass right to the basket. AJ is going to float down there because we do the point drop where AJ drops down to the low post. Paul, if you notice where you are, you're heading to that opposite elbow. We don't need you there. Keep in mind, man, ball you position, or ball you man. In this instance, you need to be lower down and you need to be protecting the basket. We're not worried about that number 20, or what number is he? 31, way over there on that opposite wing. Technically that's Jaden's responsibility if they try to float that pass under pressure way over there to the other side of the court. Certainly Paul would be in a position to get it from where he is, but Jaden, that's his pass. And Paul, I'm much more concerned about these two big behemoths, these two giants that are under the basket. And if this guy would have made a really quick pass here to either one of these two guys under the basket in white, they're in the paint. You notice Paul is not only out of position, but he's going the wrong way. His foot is facing like he's ready for a closeout. That's not a closeout situation. And even if it is a pass made under that circumstance, we're not really worried about that shot. And he'll have plenty of time to close out if that pass is in fact made. What we're worried about is the two guys in the paint. Luckily, AJ drops down. Kenny's able to get just enough pressure, and AJ drops down as he should and intercepts the ball. Now, right off the turnover, we need everybody sprinting. Paul sprinting wide, Kenny sprinting wide, but watch what happens here. AJ jumps. AJ, we need you to pivot there. We don't need you jumping as you're passing. This is never a good thing. You never want to be up in the air passing the ball when it's that situation right there. Another problem is, AJ, you're throwing the ball into traffic. Look at where Blaine is. You're going to give Blaine the pass inside the free throw lane on their side of the court with 4 white jerseys literally boxing him in. That's never going to be a good thing. Now Blaine does catch the ball. He is advancing it. It was a nice pass by AJ, good catch by Blaine, and then Blaine gets fouled. I think Blaine gets injured on this as well, unfortunately. So injuries can happen at any time. Unfortunately, it happened there to him, and then he limps off the court. So again, that should have been a situation where we get a turnover. We're lucky to keep possession of that ball. AJ should have actually just gotten it at Jaden, and Jaden can push it. Here we're trying to get into punch 1. Paul, you're supposed to clear out there, but that's okay. AJ needs to be a little bit stronger with that move to the basket, but that's fine. But Paul, you need to clear out there. Remember, if it's punch 1 and it comes to your side, ball side wing clears out opposite corner. All right, so just remember that. Here's AJ at the free throw line, confidently stepping up to do his thing. And the first free throw is perfect. AJ is great with free throws in practice. That's a sight that we're accustomed to seeing, is that ball just splashing right through the middle of the net there, the middle of the hoop. You guys on the low block, you need to spin in there. Wasn't really necessary there. Obviously, he made the shot. I think I'm calling here red hot, which is a full court trap. it certainly doesn't look like we're in a position where we're about to ready to full court trap. Kenny needs to be up. See, Jaden's points telling him where to go. He needs to be up. Jaden's directing traffic. Kenny needs to be on that side ready. Nope, he needs to be up. And then Paul's got deep. And because Kenny wasn't up, we didn't have that trap there. So let's go back and look at that one more time. So because Kenny was not right there, we missed that trap. And then they penetrated. And then we got fortunate with the travel call. So Kenny, you need to be up and make that trap at about the volleyball court line on the other side. I think Jaden's calling punch 1 again. No, dribble dragon. Right there. Another teaching moment. Dribble dragon. Paul comes off this. Love to be that handoff to be a lot tighter than that, but that's fine. Right here, he hesitates. You notice instead of just coming right off of that drag screen and attacking the basket, he was not, and we'll continue to work on that. But the biggest issue here is, as Paul drives, he's got two guys right on him. We never want to drive into that. Right there, Paul's got to pick up that ball, and he's got to kick it to Jaden in the corner. Instead, he gets tied up with it and ends up being a turnover. And that would have been an open 3 for Jaden. And now we're getting back on transition and travel. So we got fortunate with the call there. Inbounds, we're supposed to run box here. There was some confusion on that. We'll work on that more in practice. But that was supposed to be a box set on the inbound play. I won't mention on the video what Jaden went down there. That's not good. Limps off. Yeah, it was a physical game. They were dropping. Our guys were dropping left and right. Little man's coming in. Little man's going to come in for Jaden. Jaden looks like he's in pain over there. Going to attack. That's okay, but he needed to just be in pain and then kick out to one of those other guys. But that's fine. Right here again, we need to be in box. This is something we'll definitely be working on in practice. We need to get in box, and we're not doing it. I think Noah's out of position there. And then it just kind of falls apart. But we were able to get it inbounds. There, what I was telling little man there is when you're in there in the tall trees and you're a guard, shot fake, get them off their feet, go into them. You got 2 free throws. Guards need to learn how to be crafty to get their points because it's tough to make a living as a guard. Nice penetration there by that guard. AJ probably needs to try to step in there and cut that off, but that guard was a handful. And I'm not sure what's going on there. Was it a travel call? I missed that. I'm not going to go back. I think it was, it's their ball. So and they're running a stack out of this, and we did a good job of defending that. You can't ask for, we did a perfect job of coming out of that. Very bad pass. AJ, you got to get there. Yep. So terrible. They made those pass attempts across the court a couple times. We just need to do a better job of anticipating those passes and getting there. Paul, calling dragon here. I'm not going to play the audio. Great job. Paul drives. Just a great defensive play there. Just a great play there by the defender. We need to stop drill penetration middle. Great effort there by Paul. Super great, amazing effort there by Seth, number 10. That's exactly what we want. Diving for the ball. Just going after it. And that's why we have the ball right now, because he said that's our ball. We have a mentality. It's our motto, one of our mottos. It's our ball. So we're going to go get it. So I'm not going to make the commentary the whole video because I don't want to bore people to tears, but we'll just watch a little bit more of this. Paul coming on, dribble dragon. Right there, Jaden needs to pick it up. Jaden's got to pick that up. Let's look at that one more time. He's got to pick this thing up. You cannot be driving into a brick wall. They got 2 defenders. Their defensive rotations were really good. And he needs to be able to pick that ball up and make the read. If there's 2 people on him, somebody's open. I didn't even see who it was in that instance. They rotate over, they cut that off, and as you can see, Paul, I mean, obviously Seth, if he spaces it out a little bit better, is open. Not only is Jaden driving on 2 people, but there's 3 people right there. It looks like they're in a 2-3 zone. Probably should have run our peanut butter and jelly series there. But yeah, he's got Paul there as a kick out, and certainly has Kenny for the kick out. Yep, they're running a 2-3 zone. So it's our job to recognize that and then get them in the right formation, which would be our zone offense. AJ picking up top. We need to push this thing to one side or the other. Don't let him play around in the middle. Just push it. Now we need to go in ball and aisle right here. Jaden's got to get that pass. You've absolutely got to get that pass, Jaden. Good close out there by Kenny. We need to get the rebound. Need to box out. I know it's a handful. Got to get the box outs there. Order for us. That's why we got a little bit of separation in the score and kind of started doing our thing. Our pressure defense was definitely the difference in the game. One of the differences. But as good as our pressure defense was, I wanted it to be even better than it was. Yeah, Jaden's got to come up with that ball. We're lucky that they didn't hit that shot. Nice block by Kenny. Holy smokes. Great job there, Kenny. Kenny was a beast on the boards. Watch this. Great pass by Kenny. That's just perfect. If you're Paul, you need to take one more dribble there, Paul. Let's look at that. Now, we've been working on this in practice. Oop, I went too far back. I apologize for that. Well, we'll get to relive this block again. Amazing block by Kenny. Gets right back up. Comes right back and then steals the ball. Makes a perfect pass. Great series by Kenny. One more dribble right there. Now he'll take off. That's bad footwork by Paul. I realize it's the first game. Jitters. He's got to take one. Bounce there. Now he's going to get it again here. Now, situation where we always talk in practice about numbers, advantages, and all this. We're basically looking at a 1-on-2 here, which is about to be a 1-on-3. I like the fact that Brendan is running down. He's going to run right down the slot here and going to get this pass. Paul, to his credit, doesn't try to over-penetrate into this 1-2 or this 1v2 situation. He gets rid of the ball. Brendan's got a good look. Nice dribble. Nice look there. Good shot. Just didn't go in. Didn't have anybody to rebound. Just goes. That's just the way it goes sometimes. We get back on defense. Again, okay, great rebound by the big guy. However, right, sorry, I went back too far. Again, that was a great look by Brendan. Great rebound there by the big guy. An amazing. That's what we want. That's why I put him in, because we were getting killed on the boards. And he makes a great rebound, but then on this outlet pass, very, very ill-advised. He's supposed to guard in a safe spot or make a good enough pass where...
Is the sheriff on duty here?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. I put my mask on.
Yes, ma'am. Hang on one second.